on YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. Micro Mike, and today I am back from vacation, ready to talk some Detroit Lions, and folks, I'm super excited because, damn it, it has been a week. Before I get into the video, tonight, Luke G. Fields review for the Roundtable, I will be on, and it's going to be a great show because, damn it, it has been a while since I've been on live, and I am ready to talk Detroit Lions live and get back in the round table and talk about some fun stuff. So make sure to check that out and to jump on 8 p.m. Eastern Time where we will talk about Detroit Lions. Folks, my vacation was epic, absolutely awesome. Went to Haiti, Jamaica, as well as Mexico. I had a great time. I appreciate all the thanks and the blessings when it comes to my kid, as well as just having a good trip. So I truly appreciate it. What sucked about it is I had no internet connection, and I had no idea what the hell took place while I was gone. I did get to watch the Lions game, and I found out that the Lions lost at the last minute. Other than that, everything that I found about Detroit was yesterday, as well as being at the airport. And I spent a lot of time listening and reading to find out what the hell took place. So I can finally talk a little bit about it, and I'll definitely be talking more about it tonight on the roundtable. But it's some old news, obviously, because I'm a week late, but I wanted to give you my thoughts. The Lions obviously are now the third pick in the NFL draft. It is secure, and we are behind Washington Redskins. Now, I thought before that the Redskins would have a chance of not taking Chase Young, but they hired a very good coach, the Carolina Panthers former coach, the defensive mind guy, the guy who always have great defenses, Mr. Ron Rivera. And with his hiring, I see no longer a chance the Lions are going to get Chase Young. So I'm going to just put that out there. The only way for that to happen is the Lions to trade up. And I think that Ron Rivera is going to want to get a staple, his guy, his piece for the Redskins, and that's going to be Chase Young. I don't see us getting a chance. So before I was optimistic until I heard that he was hired as coach. Now my optimism has dropped, but that's okay because there is a lot of talent out there for the Lions to pick up. We could stay at 3. And look, I love Derek Brown. I think he's a great defensive lineman. I would like him. Isaiah Simmons, I know Luke G and others in the DSA love him. I think Okuda, I think if we decide to go cornerback, he would be a good player, even though I don't think they're going to go that. But we have options. And I think the most likely scenario is the Lions going to trade out of that pick. But I'll definitely get more into that later tonight and throughout the week when I talk about who the Lions could trade with. But we know exactly what's taking place, and I do believe the Lions will trade out of that pick, and we're going to get some special players from it and capital. But I think that's very possible. If not, we're going to get a hell of a player, and that's exciting. Also, we found out that Pasqualoni is no longer the defensive coordinator. Now, it said that he wanted to leave on his own or whatever. He was just no longer being in football, spent time with the family. We all know that's a bunch of BS. It was a forced resignation, in my opinion. He was told he's going to not be coordinator, whether he leaves on his own or is getting fired. So that just is what it is. We all knew it. We all knew that guy is not going to be defensive coordinator. And it'll be interesting and absolutely intriguing to see who Matt Patricia picks as defensive coordinator. Now, there are some picks out there and certain individuals that could be talked about. And I'm excited to see it. And I heard a rumor that a former player for the Patriots could definitely be a defensive coordinator. Interestingly enough, I'll expand on it later tonight. But we have no idea what's going to take place. I think taking it an experienced mind would be a great idea. A former player, too, it intrigues me. Especially, if they're a player that's well respected throughout the league, a former player. We've seen former players throughout the NFL that done well as coordinators, and so, it could be a possibility, but there's no reason right now to just jump into players because this is just a little brief overview of what I missed, and I'll definitely get into that stuff later throughout the week as I drop more videos as well as the roundtable and discussions more about that. But Gerard Mayo is the individual they're talking about, and that intrigues the shit out of me. It truly, truly does. But we'll see going forward. So, look, man, Pascalonia is gone. We're going to get a new face up in there. I know a lot of other line coaches got fired as well, and it was needed. Get some new faces, new fresh. Let's build upon this defense. We got a new offensive line coach, and everything going in there. So kind of the normal stuff going through. Obviously, it's off-season as well. We're going to figure out the players that we're going to get in the free agency, as well as re-signing our own players, and going into that front. And that's going to be exciting. Definitely, I'll expand on that again throughout the week, throughout the whole off-season. I'm going to do a spotlight player when it comes to draft, free agency, individuals who the Lions can attack. And I'll definitely get more in-depth that this follows. Again, this is a general video because, damn it, I wanted to do so. Also, interestingly enough, the Lions, they had their end-of-the-year press conference with Mr. Bob Quinn. I decided to watch that in depth, and what I took away from this is, folks, Bob Quinn says, he's going to not treat this offseason really any different. I think that's a BS lie. I think it is go balls to the wall, and he's going to make some bold moves. And expect this offseason to be exciting, and kind of like last offseason where there were a lot of moves were made, but I expect bold moves to be made, and I expect the roster to improve. And I expect a lot of trades, whether that be in the NFL draft or before then. But I expect a lot of moves being played, and I see us being extremely active. Extremely active. And that is a good thing because, damn it, 3-12-1 is not so good. And you have to be to make this team to be a winner. And it's going to take a lot of moves. And that's okay. That's okay. This is our Lions. And that's just the way it is. So much to talk about how the offseason went last year compared to what it's going to be this year. So many moves to be made. Also, the Lions will be coaching the Senior Bowl, and to me, that is extremely a good thing. We coached that before with Jim Schwartz, and it really helped out our draft. It's always good to get our coaches a little bit closer to talent. And that only helps. That only helps. Any benefit that we can get, being a 3-win team, we need because our team needs to get better. So I'm excited about the Senior Bowl. Folks, I'm excited. I don't know why. I'm so excited, maybe because I took a week off and no Lions news, but damn it, I'm excited, and I can't wait. I can't wait to start really going into these videos, starting tomorrow, starting tonight with the roundtable, hitting it hard. We're going to talk off-season and the improvements of our team behind what this franchise is doing and to become a winner and to get better again. So, nothing but positive vibes from me. I am not going to go negative because, damn it, I don't want to be negative. So, you're going to hear a lot of positive stuff from me for the Detroit Lions, especially this offseason, especially if we make a lot of moves, in which I do believe we're going to do so. So, let's get that damn thing rolling for sure. For sure. Also, there's just so much information coming out. It said Matthew Stafford said he's completely fine about his back. I don't know if I 100% buy that. We'll see what Bob Quinn does this offseason and to address the Matthew Stafford situation. In my personal opinion, I think, if we're thinking long-term of the NFL draft, we take a quarterback. I don't believe that's going to take place, though, because they want to win now. I see them going defense for sure, but, in my opinion, I think it would be a good idea to take a quarterback the third pick in the draft, because I'm thinking of the future of the franchise. But my name is Mike and not Bob Quinn. So I don't see that happening. But we definitely got to keep an eye on Matthew Stafford and wish him the prayers. Get that back stronger because we need you next year, Matt. We need you because if you ain't playing, we are effed. And Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia are gone, and we're going to be starting a complete and utter rebuild. And Matthew Stafford, if you do not play a lot of games this coming year, you're not going to be on this team. After your contract's over, I think they'd be, if we did a complete rebuild, if we do another 3-win season next year, the new general manager, the new head coach going to take quarterback for sure. So, but hopefully Matthew Stafford recovers well, and he's good to go next season. We got to address the defensive line. We're going to see that. The offensive line as well. We got to look at Graham Glasgow. I would love to re-sign him. I think he's a versatile player, but I think he may be gone. Say with Ashawn Robinson, we'll see that situation. He probably gone too, even though I think we should re-sign him back to a decent contract. Nothing over the top, and I think that would be a good idea as well. I'm going to be looking into the cap situation for the Lions and go into in-depth video about that so we can kind of get an idea of what is taking place for our Detroit Lions this offseason. I know we got approximately $50 million in cap right now, but I think we're going to have a lot more than that. I think there's going to be players that's released, and it's going to give us some cap space. So look forward to talking about that, folks. Offseason is here. And guess what? A lot of teams are out of the playoffs, and we're all in the same boat with those teams that are not in the playoffs. We all did not make it to the Super Bowl. We all are done for the year. The difference between us and them is we got the third pick in the draft. We have high third round picks, high fourth round picks, and I'm going to go in depth about that. I'm going to do mock drafts. I'm going to do Detroit Lions mock draft because now we have all the picks, and that makes me extremely happy because now I can give a in-depth look of reality of what the Lions are going to do now. Because before it was a guessing game. Now we have a real good idea of what can take place because we got our picks down locked. We know the teams ahead of us. We know a majority of the teams behind us. And that will be interesting going forward. So a lot of stuff in the NFL as well that's going to be taken this offseason that could affect the Detroit Lions. And we'll be talking about that a lot, folks, a lot. Again, I want to thank everybody. Before I get into thanks, also we had our beefs this year throughout the DSA versus other individuals, other YouTubers for the Detroit Lions, as well as just other YouTubers out there. We had that beefs out there, but you want to know what? When someone came after me, these individuals, Mr. Gridiron Blitz, Derek P. Fields, as well as Troxel Sports, as well as Monterey Moore, I want to thank you huge, big league for your support. Monterey Moore, really appreciate you dropping that video. Derek, I truly do appreciate it, dropping that video. Troxel, I appreciate you, the support, brother. Congratulations, getting past 1,000. I think you're now above me in subscribers. I hope you make it to 10,000 to 20,000, and you guys make a career out of it. You very deserving. If you have not subscribed to Travis Troxel's channel, please do so. The guy is one of the nicest guys on the planet, and even we had our beefs when it comes to the DSA as well as the Sports Movement Network. You want to know what? For me, that beef is gone. There is no beef at all. It is one pride for life. And you know what? When stuff came down on me, the people that I least would expected would backed me. And that meant a lot. It truly did, so I truly appreciate it, guys. And hopefully we can be talking some Detroit Lions sports for sure. But congratulations, you guys are killing it. As well as Monterey Moore. If you have not subscribed to Monterey Moore, please do so, folks. This guy is Detroit through and through. Insane Detroit through and through. And he's all about Detroit. He does other stuff besides Detroit Lions, as well as he talks about rap and artists, as well as local issues. Subscribe to him and Mr. I as well. He's the newest Detroit Lions YouTuber. Go ahead and subscribe to him. There's others as well. Obviously, Man Beast Morris, one of my favorites. Everything Kings, one of my favorites. All those guys, make sure you subscribe to them as well. The DSA, obviously, all those guys. But, you know, a huge shout out to every Detroit Lions YouTuber out there putting out the content, giving fans other views besides the legacy media, and that's a good thing. Even if we agree to disagree, it's a damn good thing. We're giving you an alternative view of what's taking place. So with that said, folks, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, make sure you jump on Luke G's Field Review, where we're going to talk about Detroit Lions. With that said, folks, adios.